MIT researchers find the biggest factor in the dramatic cost decline for lithium-ion batteries in recent decades was research and development, particularly in chemistry and material science. Lithium-ion batteries, those marvels of lightweight power that have made possible today's age of handheld electronics and electric vehicles, have plunged in cost since their introduction 3 decades ago at a rate similar to the drop in solar panel prices, as documented by a study published last March. But what brought about such an astonishing cost decline of about 97%? Some of the researchers behind that earlier study have now analyzed what accounted for the extraordinary savings. They found that by far the biggest factor was work on research and development, particularly in chemistry and material science. This outweighed the gains achieved through economies of scale, though that turned out to be the second largest category of reductions. The new findings are being published in the journal Energy and Environmental Science. The findings could be useful for policymakers and planners to help guide spending priorities in order to continue the pathway toward ever lower costs for this and other crucial energy storage technologies. The researchers say that their work suggests that there is still considerable room for further improvement in electrochemical battery technologies. The analysis record digging through a variety of sources, since much of the relevant information consists of closely held proprietary business data. Data from the earliest times are hardest to access and can have the greatest uncertainties, the researcher says. But by comparing different data sources from the same period, they have attempted to account for these uncertainties. The researchers estimate that the majority of the cost decline, more than 50%, came from research and development related activities. That included both private sector and government funded research and development, and the vast majority of that cost decline within that R&D category came from chemistry and material science. The findings about the importance of investment in R&D were especially significant because much of this investment happened after lithium-ion battery technology was commercialized, a stage at which some analysts thought the research contribution would become less significant.